Let's talk about fear for a minute, shall we? Because I think it's certainly a very prevalent feeling right now, and it's a big part of being human. I've been thinking about one of my favorite lines from a Rumi poem. Fear, he said, is the cheapest room in the house. I'd like to see you under better living conditions. And that's so true. For me, for you, for everyone. Our world has, in many ways, been run by fear. And I think we've gotten so used to being afraid that we don't even think about it. It's how the powers that be control people. Certainly in this time when there are so many election seasons going on across the world and plagues and all of that, fear-mongering is a thing. So it's all around us. It's not going to go away, sadly. So, how do we deal with it? It's something. I grew up in a house steeped in fear, just steeped in it, and was given plenty to be afraid about. So it's been a lifelong process for me to learn how to live with it and not let it take me over. I often think of fear as a little old man and often shaking his finger at me. And I have learned to befriend him and let him sit on the bench next to me versus right here on my throat where I can't breathe and I can't move. And thinking about that and talking to him and seeing him as a character, that's helped me a lot. I think that we are often taught to what I call doom forecast. A storm is coming, so there are going to be more floods. An election is coming, we're going to lose all our rights or all our whatever freedoms. The roads are slippery, I'm going to have an accident on the way home. Or forecasting not just onto us, but forecasting that onto others. We do it to our kids all the time, Don't fall down, you'll hurt yourself. Simple things like that, and huge things like if you don't study 6 hours a night, you're never going to go to varsity and you'll amount to nothing. It is really part of the human experience. So here's what I try to remember, and I even write it down on little sticky notes sometimes. I'm about to make a pottery piece out of it. Anything is possible. That's true. All of those things could happen. But here's the other thing. Anything is possible. Life can get as good as you can imagine. It can get better than you can possibly imagine. I'll talk some more about this later in the week, but for now, try to remember anything is possible. And imagine that versus anything is possible.